Okay. All right, I was working on getting this back together. Let's see where I have to weld this at. And let's see if you guys can see this. This setup here, I was putting spacers because this does not meet this well. I don't know how from factory that was supposedly to work best. I think I might have to take one of the spacers out because it's kind of pushed in this way. I want this shaft to be straight coming off this shaft, and that one spacer might be just enough to get me, because I want this thing to move up and down and lock easily, not have to jam it. I'm gonna have to bend this back over here. So, all right guys, I'm gonna work on that. All right, so now, okay, I took out one of the spacers there in between those things, so it's only got one. Now you see this? I can't get this on this shaft on a straight order like it should. Let me sit you guys down for a minute here. See if you can see it. I think so. Well, anyways, now I made this shaft a little bit longer than the stock one, so I should have enough room, right? And as you can see, it just can't, it just doesn't want to go over enough to sit on this shaft right. Just trying to get it in, right there. Do you see how much a pain in the butt this mounting system is? I can see why they changed it. It just doesn't function well at all. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna fix this yet. I was thinking maybe if I put a bend in this, give it a little bend over here, move that over a little bit. But then, if I bend that there, there's no way I'm gonna be slipping it through here. And that's gotta slip through this thing. In other words, just try to put a bend in this thing to get it to bend. And I don't know where that's gonna go. Because I want to get this, like I said, I want this straight off this piece. So it's a straight angle, not angled. Because the big thing here is, guys, is I want this thing to go up and down, slide like it should smoothly. I mean, they had a bunch of hammer marks here from beating on it. I mean, they were hammering on it with a hammer. So I took all the big marks off, so everything would hopefully slide decent. You know, all the other parts that were the problems with this thing, making it not lock and unlock very good. So that's where we're at right now. I'm just trying to figure out a way. If you guys have any ideas, write it in the comment box. There's another one of these where you actually need to have an engineering degree, I think. So guys, all right, that's where we're at now, and I'm still having this problem. Okay guys, here we go. All right, first, I am definitely not perfect, you guys, so with that being said, okay, the first thing I did was I forgot to turn the gas on the welder, so then I had to grind out all my welds off that I just got done putting on, which was really sucky. So I just I'm trying to tack it, but I need it strong enough so I could test it to make sure it stay on, not turn it and it break free. So I did a little more tacking than I wanted to do. I'd like to have just done one spot, but I'm sure if I would have done one spot, I would have twisted it off. So I didn't have the gas on. And it's stupid me, I didn't pick up on it right away. It was just really dumb. So, needless to say, ended up putting the gas on. And the first thing I did was I heated this with the torch. Did the shaft itself. Got it warmed up a little bit before I started welding on it. Then I welded it without gas. Then I ended up grinding off the welds I put with gas, without gas, and turned the gas on. So, all right. Okay, so I took everything out. I loosened that up here where it attaches up here. And so it's got kind of more of an angle for it. So as you can see right now, guys, here I'll put you down where you can look at the foot. Okay, I'm gonna pull the pin. All right, pin's out, and I'm gonna move it forward. So it's gonna come up like that. So that's when you run it in. You put the pins, you pull it back. It's not the smoothest thing I've ever seen, but and you put the pin in, and you lock it up. Now I will take this out again, and I'm gonna weld this wet better because I don't want that to break. So I'll weld it on the inside because I got room there too. So I'll weld it on the inside and outside. And I'm thinking maybe I'll re-engineer it to put it like a bar across here and underneath here to give it like an I-beam kind of strength-wise. I don't know why this hole's in the middle. Seems kind of stupid. There's just a couple of things that really not a very good design. So there you guys go. It's somewhat tacked up there. I'll weld that up later so that it works. At least I know it works. That is the big thing, to make sure it will lock on to the pin on the push bar. So now I can weld it all the way up. I might straighten this out so it's straight like it should be, not angled. So I'm pretty much done with that. Now we can move on to the next step. This I might space out. Like I said, this might be spaced out. You know, I want it to slide with ease. It's not very easy to slide. Even if it's loose, if I tightened it up, it'd even be harder. So we'll still work a little bit on that, see what we can do to figure that out. I mean, I got this as straight as I could get this. So that's what it is, right? Yep. All right, so this is where we're at over here in this part of the job. I got my ribs cut. I got 2 of these, 4 of these. And there's supposed to be 4 of them. Where'd it go? It must be hanging around here somewhere, but there's a 4th one. Oh yeah, it's back in the paint booth. I got it on the old wing, or the old wing of this plow, matching it up. So that would go, as you can see, those would be, I am having an issue with my back, guys. So that would be right there. And every time I move, the damn thing wants to go out. It's not been fun. It's one reason why I've not been working on much stuff, because I keep having some back, as the doctors call them, spasms. I don't know if it's the spasm, man. It feels like pain to me. All right. So, okay. Next, what's going to be happening here is I'm going to plasma cut a bracket, well, a piece that will go on top of these guys, because these are getting a little thin to wear here. This is where the spring goes through, holds tension on them. Oh, they're not even flat. Well, anyways, so I'm gonna take a piece of the scrap from cutting the ribs, this guy here. So this is 3/16. So we're gonna put a piece of 3/16 on top of this. I think that'll make it okay. It won't pull that spring through there, I don't think. Well, you never know, but the likelihood of it is not going to. So yeah, that's the game plan. I'm gonna set up the plasma cutter shortly, and I'm gonna just plasma cut the piece that sits on top, and then the hole, we'll place that in there sometime. I'm not gonna plasma cut that. I'll drill that out with the drill. So, you know, I'm not very good with the plasma cutter as far as what I think. I don't think I'm that great. Some people think otherwise. I do pretty good. But when it comes to cutting holes and freehanding stuff, usually I'm terrible at it. I've seen guys on YouTube where they'll just do it freehand and it looks like a perfect circle. I'm like, wow, I can't do that. So, all right, guys, that's where we are right now. Well, guys, I cut them out, and I used a cutting wheel, so they're not pretty at all. If I would have done it with a plasma cutter, I could have used a straight edge and had stuff straight, but I figured that would have been quicker than setting up the plasma cutter to make that cut. So there they are. I'll grind them and sand them down, kind of straighten them up a little bit with the sander, I guess. Sand it smooth. Then what we're going to do is put the hole in it, then we'll weld it right on top here. So this piece will be like this, like that. So that will be a little harder for it to pull the spring through it. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to pack it up today. I'm having a little back spasm, so I figure I better go before I hurt myself and not be able to do anything for a while, which would really suck. So, with that being said, I hope you liked the video. Subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care. Bye.